Drift always charges interest. Drift always charges interest. I mean, it feels harmless, and that's what makes it so dangerous. You don't even notice it. Not even. You don't notice it day to day until you actually look up and realize how far you've actually moved. It's just like going to a beach, right? And you're just walking in the sand. Next thing you know, you're so far from the shore. You're just way out there in the water. And you don't even realize it because you're not even consciously aware and thinking about it. And that's what happens. Most dads, they don't quit on connection. They just get inconsistent. Uh, a good week here, a distracted week there, a strong effort followed by silence. And when results don't show up fast, discouragement sets in. I'm tired. All of a sudden, you're just making up excuses. She's not going to respond anyway. She's not going to talk. Who cares? You might not be saying it mentally, but you're probably thinking it. Or maybe you might have thought, well, maybe you just missed this chance, right? You missed a prime opportunity. And so your efforts slow down, distance grows, then that drift resumes. And discouragement it's not usually about failure, it's about that inconsistency. It's the inconsistency. So just think about like what reframes that discouragement? What's going to reframe that discouragement? Hmm, I'm just thinking because there's so many dads out there who just when they make excuses, they're not being real with who they are, what they feel. And so they bottle that stuff up and next thing you know, there's going to be some type of explosion. I mean, you've talked about this, you know about when you just have that pent up emotion and you feel like you're not making any progress or you just have this unrealistic expectation. Well, I've done good up until this point. And you probably only put a couple weeks in, but then all of a sudden things just the culmination of a lack of just manifests and warps into something that you never saw coming. And so that behavioral and relational problems are reinforced through repetition, not intention. So what you repeat becomes what she expects. So one off effort doesn't rebuild trust, consistency does. It's all about that consistency and that intentionality. So when that discouragement fades, when progress becomes predictable, now you begin to see something. And so this is where that brace method, man, we've been talking about this all week. We've been talking about it all week, but this is where brace becomes a system, not a concept. And so what does that be? Breathe. Breathe when this discouragement shows up. Just breathe. You don't have to respond. Now you're implementing emotional intelligence, right? Just be the bigger person. R, recognize. Recognize that urge to pull back. A, align. Consistency beats intensity all the time. There's no reason why you need to be intense. There's no reason for you just to escalate something that should probably be right here up to here because you're pops. That doesn't matter. That doesn't mean anything. All you're doing now is creating you create more division. And you talk about drifting. She's really gonna be drifting. You're not gonna be drifting. She gonna be drifting. But connect through one repeatable habit and then execute it daily and track it. Tracking matters because it keeps discouragement from rewriting the story. And when you start tracking stuff, now you start seeing progress. Or you might see gaps in areas where you could have done something better. But those small cracks ignored actually has the ability to become something greater and then it's going to break under that pressure because now you have this micro repair that needs to get fixed and it's being avoided. And so if it's not taken care of, if it's not taken care of, it's just going to cause more damage. But if you just intentionally make some small micro repairs over time, daily, it's going to prevent that failure, right? Because drift always charges interest. I'm telling you, consistency pays it down. Consistency pays it down. So choose one connection habit, one sentence, one question, one moment, and repeat it. Repeat it for 7 days, no matter how it feels, no matter what you're going through, no matter what she's going through. That's how discouragement loses its grip. That's how it does it. And so come on, Dad. Let's be bigger than a problem. Focus on the solution, not the problem. Because that problem, when you focus on it, is always going to keep you stuck. And so next week, we're going to move into what anchored leadership actually looks like at home, because connection requires more than good intentions. Let's go, Dad. See you in the next video. Why not you before the world gets her? Let's go.